All right, you ready for the 12 best exercises to go ahead and get started with when you're first implementing a resistance band program? I'm going to bring them to you right now. All right, so let's get ready to go. First one we want to do is we want to train our trunk, and there's two exercises I think you need to go ahead and get started with. First one is a simple plank. You want to take the band, you got two options, put it on your back doubled, or my suggestion is start out with it singled by putting it around this way, hook it onto your hand, put it right on the small of your back, drop on down, and hold that plank right there. Keep the pressure against the palms of your hands, and you got a plank. Very easy exercise to get started with. From there, we want to add a little bit of mobility. So we're going to go into a mountain climber. Keep your belly button tight and go into a simple mountain climber as your second exercise for your trunk. From there, let's move on to now hitting our back. What we're going to do is we're going to drop down. We're going to stay on the floor for this one. We're going to hook it around our feet. Now make sure you've got your feet separated apart. Hands go through the loops so you can pull with your mid-back. We're going to go into what we call seated rows. Now, a couple things. Keep those feet apart. Push against the band to engage your glutes. So now as you're pulling, your glutes are engaged and you can keep a nice upward posture. We don't want any slouching. We don't want any leaning back. From there, we're going to go ahead. We're going to come up into a standing position. We're going to put the band behind us. But now we're going to move it up into our shoulder blade area. You can see I've got it up onto my scapula. I'm going to take my hand through the loop and hook it onto the index finger, between my index finger and thumb. Through the loop, index finger and thumb. Why? Because I'm going to go into chest presses and I want resistance through the full range of motion. So I'm going to knock it out, going through the full range of motion. From there, we're going to drop down. We're going to step on it with one foot. We'll go with our left foot. We're going to step through, and we're going to put it up into this position with our hands shoulder width apart, so we can go ahead and do an incline chest press. Notice I keep the band apart, my hands apart. The band is not rubbing on my arms, and I'm really engaging my mid-back right along with my anterior shoulder girdle. From there, I'm just going to step out of it. I'm going to go into a pull apart. Two ways you can do this. You can stagger yourself and go single, pull apart. Make sure the band is about 12 inches between your hand, maybe 18 at the most. Grip it a little bit, but most importantly, if you keep tension on the band, you will be able to pull it apart without any issues of the band sliding. What we don't want is the band getting loose. So always keep a little tension on it. If you want more challenge, you take it out, you wrap it around one hand, wrap it around the other. You're now about 12 inches apart, and you can do a pull apart with a double resistance, all right? So from there, we're gonna go ahead. That's pull aparts. Now we're gonna drop down into our shoulder press, and we're gonna go right here. Again, shoulder width apart with my hands, up and apart. Get those hands apart a little bit. That'll engage your scapula and also allow you to go ahead, clear your shoulder girdle so we don't get that impingement issue into the shoulder. From there, let's move right into high pulls. Once again, shoulder width apart pull, up and pull apart. Why do I pull apart? To engage my shoulder blades. So it's a simple pull apart. Make sure, lead with your elbows. Bring your elbows up first. That's the cue to getting that exercise going. From there, we're just going to slide down, hook our thumbs through the band, fingers over top, pull the band apart a little bit, and you're going hammer curl. Now, most people get in here with them. Don't go in there. Keep them shoulder width apart, hammer curl. Notice, knees are bent, hips are bent, and we're in a great athletic position, and we're just using the shoulder and the bicep to go ahead and engage the hammer curl. From there, we're going right into triceps. Couple things you can do, but most way you can grip it. Put your fingers through the band now, not your thumbs. Bring it up to the shoulder. Set it on the shoulder when you're ready to go. It's just simply right there, pressing through. That is how you're gonna go ahead and do a tricep press. So we got core, we got back, we got chest, we got shoulders, we got arms. Let's finish with legs. You know where I'm going here. We're going front squat. Put that band up onto your shoulders, elbows up, front squat. All the way down, all the way up, knocking out that exercise just like that. Now I'm gonna keep it right there because I'm just gonna step out and right into a split squat. So now I can knock out a split squat on my right, but here's the deal. When you switch it up, just step in with your left, step out with your right. You don't have to change it. Band goes out in front and you're split squatting left. Transitions are huge. Make sure you practice them and work on them. Guys, there's your 12 exercises that you should go ahead and get started with when you're implementing a resistance band training strength conditioning program.